Hi, Joe Vierno here for NJ On Stage, and I'm at Roosevelt Park in Edison, the home of Plays in the Park. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary here at the park, and I have with me the director of their second production, which is...
Damn Yankees.
Just checking to see. This is Gina Lupi who's directing. Gina's a good old resident of Edison. You go back to graduate from J.P. Stevens. And more importantly, I guess, for this function, you've worked this stage a number of times as an actor.
Yes, I have. The first time I appeared on the Plays in the Park stage, I think I was 12 years old in Oliver, which also happened to be Gary Cohen's first show here as well.
Yeah, Gary's the producing director here at Plays in the Park. We saw you on NJ On Stage about a year and a half ago. You and your daughter Julia, with Sydney Robles was her name. We had you on for that production, a wonderful production of Annie. So you're a sort of a veteran of NJ On Stage. This, we were talking a little bit beforehand that directing a show here at Plays in the Park is a little bit unlike most community theaters. Why is that?
Well, it's a completely different animal. You have to deal with the outdoor element, and especially if you're the second or third show, you are mounting the show in a different location, and then you have to bring it here and retrofit it to the park stage, and
right.
That can be quite daunting.
Yeah, there are 3 shows every summer, and when one closes, there's about a week and a half hiatus before the next one starts. So they finish, they tear down the tech, they bring in all the new tech, and the actors get to see it for the first time. We're actually here on the Sunday before your opening. You're going through something called the Sitz Probe, right?
That's right.
That's where and that's more fun than anything. That's where the cast has an opportunity to sit with the orchestra for the first time. The orchestra is under the direction of
Warren Helms, who is also our music director for the show.
Yeah, he's a wonderful musician. Let's talk about your choreographer for a bit.
My choreographer is a gentleman named Randy Accardi, who actually I worked with years ago in a production of Gypsy. I played Louise, he played Tulsa. And we both got put on this project, and it was like, oh, it's you, it's you.
And the reason I want to talk about Randy is because I've seen some of the show in rehearsal. You're really duplicating the original 1955, 1956 Bob Fosse choreography. How does a person do that?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of research. You really have to do your homework. I know he's looked at a lot of YouTube clips, gone to Lincoln Center Library to see videos, and just used, all his resources.
Yeah. But not only that, Gina, I mean, you can know all the choreography in the world, but you've got to have the people who can do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So you must be really fortunate to have pretty good dancers to execute all that.
We lucked out. We lucked out. I was a little nervous at first with auditions, but we assembled just an amazing group of young men who have just worked their butts off to execute, the dancing.
The sound is amazing. I've been listening to the run-through of the first act. Big orchestra.
Yeah, 22 pieces.
22?
22 pieces.
Good heavens. Anyway, folks, this is Damn Yankees at Plays in the Park, Roosevelt Park in Edison. It's going to play every night, July the 11th through July the 21st. It opens on a Wednesday, closes on a Saturday, no Sunday performance, and curtain time is 8:30. You bring a chair, you put it down. It's really very reasonable price to get in. So that's July 21 through July 11th through July 21st. You can go to the Plays in the Park, a website, www.playsinthepark.com. Damn Yankees. They used to say Washington, first in war, first in peace, and last in the American League. And this is about a fella who would sell his soul for his beloved Washington Senators to be able to win the pennant and beat the Yankees. Let's talk about some of the people you have in your cast, because you're loaded with good people.
Yeah, that's very true. My Mr. Applegate, who's the devil, is a gentleman actor I've been dying to work with for many years. His name is Matt Burns, and he's just doing a terrific job.
A lot of people will know Lola, which was originally played by Gwen Verdon, her Tony Award, first Tony, in 1956 for this show. Who have we got playing Lola?
The girl I played Lola is named Amanda Page Lefkowitz, and she happens to be a kid, I call her, even though she's a young woman now, who I've known since she was 10 years old and had the pleasure of directing her in the past and watch her grow up.
Yeah.
And so it's just such a treat for me
Yeah,
as a director to see this girl just blossom into this amazing performer. And if you come see the show, you'll see it for yourself.
Yeah.
She's just really starting to own the role.
Yeah, we're going to shoot some of the show, some rehearsal scenes, and we'll put it together so the viewers can see that. Once again, this is Gina Lupi, who is directing here at Plays in the Park for the first time, and the stage manager also acted here at the park. The musical director is Warren Helms, choreographer is Randy Accardi, is that right?
That's right.
And it's going to play July the 11th through July 21st. The curtain is at 8:30, no Sunday performances. So Gina, thank you very much for having us on. That wasn't so difficult, was it?
Not as difficult as mounting this show.
I bet you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Do it up.